is our 4th year in participating in Make-A-Wish Walk for Wishes, and the reason why we got involved was our son was a Make-A-Wish recipient, and he was so passionate because it was such a life-altering event for him that he wanted other children that were on the list to get their wishes also. My son's Cullen's wish was to meet Felix Hernandez from the Seattle Mariners. Cullen was a huge baseball fan ever since he was a little boy, and so none of us are really surprised that his wish was to meet Felix, because he had been a big fan of Felix way back when Felix was a part of the Everett Aqua Sox. And his wish day was so amazing. The Seattle Mariners are such wonderful supporters of Make-A-Wish, but they really made Cullen feel like a star the day of his wish, and they literally, rolled out the red carpet for him. Cullen had been a pitcher when he had been able to play baseball, and so they got to kind of share some stories with one another and really bonded at that moment. And a highlight for Cullen was Felix invited him back to the clubhouse, and so Cullen got to go back there with him and get to see the clubhouse, and then Felix gave him one of his gloves, which was proudly displayed in Cullen's room. The impact that the wish had on our lives was very significant. For our son, it made such a big difference in his life. It was really just the one perfect day for him where he could just be a young kid enjoying baseball. And that was amongst many days of doctor's appointments and hospital stays and days that he wasn't feeling very well. And so the wish experience was just really an oasis in all of that for him. And for our family, what I didn't realize at the time is how much of an impact it would have for us, because it was just a perfect day of family and laughter and happiness. And whenever we look back during that time, we always have warm memories, and it brings a smile to our face. And it was just an event that will be with us forever, because it was such an impactful, really significant change in our lives. Hard as a Wish family that I really cannot stress enough is that it's not just the day. I mean, from afar, without knowing, you're like, oh, isn't that wonderful? That child has been through a lot of challenges, and they have this wonderful day that is magical, and isn't that enough to support them? And it is, but the part that people don't understand unless they've gone through it is it's not just about the day, it's about all the planning and anticipation of the day, and then it's all the memories of the day and looking back, because it gets those kids through so much. No matter what their challenges are or what their treatments are, it gets them through that, and it just gives them a much more positive outlook, because it balances something amazingly wonderful with stuff that isn't always so amazingly wonderful in their lives, and it just gives them a much better perspective. The thing about Cullen is, when he and when he was so involved with it, he was 15 years old or 16 years old, and it just shows you that it doesn't really matter how old you are, that you can make a difference. And no one should feel like, oh gosh, I can't contribute enough, because every little bit makes a big difference, and collectively this is just a great organization to support. I encourage you to come join us this year. The family will love the event. This is a very easy walk. It's on a path. Me and my family will be there this year, and I really hope that you'll join us as well for this year's Make-A-Wish Walk for Wishes. See you there.